It's here. The biggest party of the summer.
Summerfest.
Uh-oh. Damn you, Shawn Michaels.
Oh dear.
This was a long one. 13 matches in all.
Yeah. But before we get on to what was not a really amazing pre-show, overall, quite surprising this event was.
Yeah, it was.
So, as I brought out, we better get out of the way. So, starting things off, unfortunately we started off in bad terms. We had the mixed tag match. Rusev and Lana versus Zelina Vega and Almas.
Well, I gotta be honest, I wasn't really paying attention to this one.
No, because we were like finishing off watching Takeover when the pre-show started.
We completely forgot this was actually on.
But from what I've heard, a large portion of the match was Vega and Lana.
Great. The two people with the least amount of wrestling experience.
So, cut long story short, Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega won with the dreaded roll-up.
Yes.
And Vega had her feet on the ropes as well, and the ref conveniently missed it.
Right.
So, yeah, great.
We need a t-shirt that has the dreaded roll-up written on it.
Let's make it happen, though. Yeah, and then we can have like a stick man of someone doing the roll.
Right, it could work.
Yeah, there you go.
Right, now some serious business. What we were looking forward to.
We were Cedric Alexander putting his cruiserweight title on the line against Drew Gulak.
Oh, the man making 205 Live better.
And randomly, they didn't touch on this, but apparently it was a thing. Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick were banned from ringside.
Yeah, it made sense. Drew don't need him. He can do it on his own.
Yeah. So, this match wasn't bad.
No, I expected it to go about as long as it did. There were some good moves in here. A couple of, hard slaps.
Oh, and he had Drew Gulak putting the Gulak over the ropes.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was cool. We were slightly marking that.
But again, it's tinged with disappointment. Sometimes the finish of a match can ruin a good match. And maybe I'm a bit biased because I like Drew Gulak, but I felt that this was his time. He should have got this done.
Well, not only that, we've said since they brought in 205 Live, there hasn't been very many title changes, and it just seems whoever's the champion at the time, they just seem to hold on to it forever. And unfortunately, this isn't being any different.
I don't know, the first 6 months of the Cruiserweight title, there was 4 different champions.
Yeah. Then Neville had it for ages, and then let's not talk about the next person.
No, that never happened.
And then Alexander's had it ever since.
Yes, after a series of back and forth pinfall attempts, Cedric Alexander won, not with a roll-up, but with a sort of stacked pin.
Yeah.
And I was immediately thinking, why? It was time.
Most definitely, man.
Because they probably will do a rematch down the line.
Better 205 Live.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Okay.
Oh, God. Do we have to talk about this match?
I'm afraid so. It's our responsibility.
Well, I'm not amazingly a fan of these guys, and let's just say we've got one pretty unhappy Jim Cornette.
Oh God, he's probably making a podcast about this right now.
Oh, dear. So we've got the Raw Tag Team Title match, the B Team versus the Revival.
Yeah, this one felt like it was really quick.
Admittedly, it was the shortest match of the pre-show. Yeah, no, but I think was it Bo Dallas pick up the victory with that swinging neck breaker from the resting on the top rope.
You know, I wasn't really much paying attention to it. But I know they said that, oh, the B team have done it again. And
yes, still your champions.
It speaks volumes that the Raw Tag Team title, which admittedly was the old WWE Tag Team title, you know, the main one, is on the pre-show now. It's like...
It is a bit of a kick in the teeth.
They need to rethink their tag division a little bit.
Most definitely.
Right, on to the main show.
Main show, so we'll just go in card order.
Yeah.
Keep it nice and simple. So, we opened up with the Intercontinental title match. Seth Rollins with Dean Ambrose in his corner, facing off against Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre.
Yeah?
Now this was a weird one because you had Dean come out first, then Seth,
Yep.
and then Ziggler come out, and then McIntyre afterwards.
Yeah, a bit of a random placement.
I know they do sort of roughly do that on Raw and that anyway, but you would have thought they would have maybe changed it for the pay-per-view, but yeah, whatever.
It was fine.
So, this match went on for a lot longer than what I remembered.
Yeah, it started off a bit slow, but the crowd weren't really into it at first.
No, they weren't. Sort of the first couple of matches, the crowd were a bit dead for this one.
But about halfway through, they started warming up a little bit.
And then, of course, we had constant teasers of Drew and Dean squaring off to one another.
They kept squaring up to each other. And you're like, not him, Dean. And Andrew was sitting there going, oh, I just don't care about this man.
Oh, dear.
Well, no, it was pretty fast-paced. It got pretty quick towards the end. Ziggler hit the zigzag. Seth kicked out of it.
Yeah. Oh, and then I think Drew tried to get involved in the match. Dean got him down off of the ramp. Hit him with a dirty deeds.
Oh, man.
And then for some unknown reason, this distracted Seth and he was marking out, basically, that Dean had hit him. And then you was like, oh, God, don't say this is how you're going to finish it.
I like this finish.
And then, shockingly, though, Dolph was lining up for the super kick.
Yeah.
Seth hit Dolph with the super kick.
It was like, he shot first. He was quicker. But that wasn't enough. Oh,
No.
well, we should at least pay tribute to Seth's amazing ring gear, dressing up as Thanos.
Oh, yes. And he had an Infinity Gauntlet boot.
Brilliant. And no, he finished him with that devastating stomp
Yes.
with the Infinity boot.
He did. And we have a new Intercontinental Champion.
Now, while we were watching the celebration, we were like, is this going to be the Dean heel turn?
Yeah.
You thought it was coming, but nah.
Probably coming on Raw.
Maybe. But no, it's fine. It's fine.
Uh,
Oh, well, okay, let's
So-
get it out the way.
we got next the SmackDown Tag Team title match. Got the New Day facing off against the Bludgeon Brothers.
The Booty Brothers.
The match was okay. I mean, my biggest problem is I'm not a fan of the Bludgeon Brothers at all.
I don't think anyone really is.
No, and we all agreed it's a humongous waste of Luke Harper.
Really, I was happy this went on a bit longer than expected. It wasn't just a squash.
Yeah, we were all sort of wondering, is it going to be a squash match or are they actually going to do something?
And there were some good moments in this match when Big E started suplexing people. You got Rowan threw him belly on the floor. Harper tried jumping out. He got belly to bellied.
Yeah.
No, Big E was the MVP of this match.
He really was.
He did the spear through the middle rope.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to remember how they set it up. I think did Big E go for his splash possibly, and then he tagged in Xavier.
Yeah, they went to do the midnight hour on Luke Harper.
Yeah, and then Harper rolled out of the ring, and then Xavier Woods hit him with the elbow drop to the outside of the ring.
Mm. Oh yeah, it looked like he had broken a rib or something.
Yeah, either he properly injured himself there, or he was selling it good. But no, in the end, the Bludgeon Brothers got rolled up from all of this. I think Rowan took out Kofi at one point.
Rowan it in with the hammer, causing the DQ.
Well, I think he hit Xavier as well, because I just thought, why would it cause the DQ if he hit Kofi? Kofi wasn't even in the match.
He probably took him out outside the ring.
I mean, admittedly, he did hit. They did hit everyone.
They did
anyway, but yeah. So
it was Harper that took out Big E with a hammer afterwards.
Yeah. So New Day win, but Bludgeon Brothers still tag champs.
That's what we call the dusty finish.
Oh boy.
Oh well, not really a lot to say on this one.
So we've got the match for the Money in the Bank contract.
Match?
Braun defending his Money in the Bank briefcase against Kevin Owens.
Wow. What can we say?
I want to congratulate Kevin on turning up.
Yeah. Right, basically, this is how it went. Kevin Owens got tackled twice outside the ring.
Mm-hmm.
They went back into the ring and he power slammed him.
Pretty much.
And that was it.
Yeah. So, Braun's keeping the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Thanks for turning up, KO. If you're a Kevin Owens fan, and you were expecting a long match, you're at the wrong pay-per-view.
Oh, we've got to note this before we get too far into the show. For the love of God, keep Kevin Dunn out of the production truck. We had the awful images back from WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Oh.
The ones hanging above the ring.
Oh, and then as they were coming out for their entrances as well.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Some of these were horrifying.
Oh,
yeah. Well, we can talk about one in the next match.
So, moving on from Kevin Dunn's awful pyro jargon. Ugh. Next, it was time for the women's SmackDown title.
Yep.
We had Charlotte Flair, Carmella, and Becky Lynch.
Yay.
So, first thing straight away, after all these months of Carmella doing Carmella, the booking department then decided, maybe we should actually show that she can actually do something and she can wrestle a bit.
Yeah, she did a few moves in this match. That's surprising.
Yeah, but it was a bit like, where has this been? Why have you decided after 4 months of constant crap?
Oh, man.
Oh, well, maybe we should show she can actually wrestle a bit. It was infuriating for me personally. It's all like, why do you decide to do this after months of crap?
Oh, she explained this. She said this in an interview a couple of months ago. It's like, oh, she's limiting herself as a heel to generate heat.
No, she just does that as standing there with the title.
And one thing I picked up on straight away, as soon as they were making the entrances, they have never mentioned this on TV before. I've mentioned it, but they never mentioned it.
No.
The next win for Charlotte would be the 7th, tying the all-time record.
Yep, with Trish.
And as soon as they said that, I was like, crap. Because they don't say these things for no reason.
Yeah. And it's got to be noted as well, we did have one silly spot early on in the match. Charlotte was outside of the ring, and then Carmella was doing Carmella in the ring, and Becky Lynch had her back turned to her, and Carmella's whacked her around the back of the head.
Yeah.
And then Charlotte's then got back in the ring, and then Becky Lynch started going off on one at Charlotte, going, "Did you just hit me in the back of the head?"
Well, no, I didn't hit you in the back of the head.
And it's like, really?
And you just see Carmella on the outside of the ring going, yay.
It wasn't even that convincing.
No.
Yeah, but the ending, we did call it, but it wasn't quite as we said it was going to be.
Well, you called it.
Yeah.
I didn't think she was going to do it.
So I think, was it... Oh, yeah, Becky had Carmella in the disarmer.
Yeah, she got her in the first time, but she managed to get out of it. So then she got her in again the second time.
Yeah, and she was squealing.
And you were thinking, okay, she's going to tap. It's going to be it. Game over.
And then Charlotte got back in the ring, hit the natural selection on Becky.
Yeah. And she pinned Becky.
Yeah. So the new 7 times
Jesus.
women's champion,
7 times.
Charlotte Flair.
Done it again. And yeah, they did the whole, Becky looked pissed immediately afterwards.
Yeah. And then she was like, oh, come on in, bring it in, okay, you won, yay. And then we were shocked.
It wasn't the one I was expecting.
No. Becky then grabbed Charlotte, slapped her around the face. Oh my god! Becky Lynch has turned her back on the WWE Universe.
Unbelievable.
But the problem was, the crowd were going mental for it.
Yeah.
They were loving every second of it.
They wanted Becky to win this match.
Yep. Yeah, and then it ended with Becky chucking Charlotte over the announcer's table.
Oh god, they got Percy again.
It would have been Byron.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. So heel Becky Lynch.
Oh god, I don't know how to feel about heel Becky Lynch.
So, the next match, this was very random, but then I suppose it makes sense that they at least wanted the crowd interested in this match.
Yeah.
We had the WWE Championship match next.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles. And unfortunately, straight away, I got worried about this match because as soon as AJ came out, there was a go, oh look, there's AJ's wife and daughter over there in the crowd, and I was there going, oh god, what's Joe gonna say now?
Yeah, I mean, he started, he did it even before the match started. He grabbed the mic and he was like, yeah, I see your family's in attendance. They're gonna watch me destroy you.
Yeah.
So AJ attacked him even before the introductions were made.
He did, although at the same time the ref tried stopping him, and he was all like, "What?"
Oh god.
Oh, and didn't we have the awful GIF images on AJ's entrance as well?
Yeah, there was the big old phenomenal, and the big old P1 in the sky.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Not the worst ones. I mean, Carmella's dollar signs were pretty.
Oh
awful.
yeah. Oh Jesus!
I was like, damn it, get Kevin Dunn out of that production truck. But
no, this match I did enjoy.
This was going really well.
Yeah, I mean, you had AJ hit the Styles Clash on Joe.
Oh, man. Well, he nearly fudged it.
Yeah.
He just about managed to hit it.
I know. And we had Joe putting the cocaine in a clutch a couple of times.
Yeah. What I liked though, AJ had a counter for it every time.
Yeah, and then things started getting nasty. Went to the outside of the ring.
Oh no.
I think did Joe chuck AJ into the steps or whatever?
He did. Right into the ring steps.
And then he climbed up onto that announcer's table.
Oh god.
Grabbed the mic, looked over at Wendy Styles and said, well, Daddy's not coming home tonight, but it's okay, because I'll be your new daddy. Oh my god.
And immediately it shot to AJ, who just looked pissed
as anything.
Stood up. Oh my god, what a move. He tackled him off the announce table. Yeah. Into the timekeeper's area.
It broke one of the walls immediately. Oh, then that's it. AJ lost it. He grabbed a chair. Oh no! Didn't he take out a couple of workers?
Yeah,
at
he took a
ringside?
couple of random workers.
And then he grabbed a chair and then he hit Joe over the back with it a few times. Crowd were going mental. Obviously, at this point, AJ had been disqualified. Then he went back, hit him a couple more times, and then you see he's sort of like trying to calm himself down for no reason whatsoever. Went to the crowd. AJ's wife said, "Going, all right, stop it."
He did.
And we got to mention as well, at one point, AJ got busted open. He had a cut above his eyebrow.
Yeah, there was a bit of blood tonight.
Yeah. And then bless her, he then went over to his wife and daughter, calm himself down, go backstage and picked it up straight away. AJ's daughters then turned around to her and gone, "Daddy, you're bleeding." "Oh, I'm sorry."
Yeah, they left through the crowd, and Samoa Joe eventually got back up.
Oh,
man.
He looks pissed.
God damn it.
It looked like he was ready to choke someone out.
Oh, God.
So what's going to happen on SmackDown?
That's the thing, that now I want to watch SmackDown and see what happens next.
Yeah.
This is good storytelling.
So, and then
You're going the wrong way.
our next match, which surprisingly was the longest match of the night.
Unbelievable.
We had 8 years in the making.
Oh, but what?
Even though they've had matches in between
Yeah,
them
they
8
had-
years.
They've had plenty of matches.
The Miz versus Daniel Bryan.
I gotta say, I didn't enjoy this one as much as I was expecting.
No, it was slightly tainted, and unfortunately, when the Miz made his entrance and he went to ringside, I got worried straight away because conveniently, Maurice was at ringside with an empty pram.
Yes, obviously. Because there was not a baby in there.
No, and I thought straight, we're gonna get a crappy ending here, aren't we?
Probably.
Yes, and then D. Bryan came out.
We should know that neither of these had anything special for their entrances.
No,
It was just very basic.
no, although it was pointed out Daniel Bryan was wearing his alternative ring gear that he had made for Mania this year. So yeah, overall the match was all right, but you just always had in the back of your head, right? Come on, where's the crappy finish? Where's it coming?
You saw it coming.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as they got to that point where Maurice was.
Yeah, he was like, right, okay, this is it.
He drop kicked Miz into the barrier where Maurice was. He sort of folded over it, and you could very blatantly see her hand him something.
Yeah. Wasn't sure if it was like pepper spray or brass knucks. And then Daniel Bryan went. I think didn't he like drop kick him to the barrier first? Then he went to go for it again, jump through the middle and bottom rope. And as he was doing this, Miz has then revealed the brass knucks, punched him in the head, and Bryan's flopped to the floor. And then Miz has quickly sort of like flopped, ran over to Maurice, chucked the brass knucks in the crowd.
Christ.
And then he got back in the ring and pinned Daniel Bryan.
For a match that went 22 minutes.
23.
23? Christ. I mean, it should have been a good match, but that ending just ruined it for me.
Yeah, and I can't help but think the build-up was better than the overall product.
I gotta agree with that. I think it was.
Mm.
But we had that thing of maybe they're saving something for a better match down the line.
Yeah. You can't help but think this isn't over. So we'll wait and see what goes on that one.
All right.
Oh, and then we were in for a surprise here. We then had Constable Corbin in action, and he was facing off against Finn Balor. There've been rumours and nigglings going around that we weren't exactly going to get Finn Balor tonight, but we sort of thinking like, really, does this need it, or whatever, or like, what would be the reason for it? So then Baron was in the ring, so that then all of a sudden, big red cloud hovered above the ring.
Oh man, this was terrifying.
It was almost Ghostbusters-esque.
Even Corey got a good reference there. He said, someone better call Dr. Venkman.
So then with that, we heard the famous alternative music for Finn Balor. We were getting the Demon.
I was rather happy about this, because you don't want the Demon to be told that he's coming.
Yeah. And yeah, ultimately you'd heard whispers, but it was still unexpected.
I mean, no one knew it. We were all expecting him to come out with his leather jacket.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, so yeah, this was a pleasant surprise, but unfortunately, it didn't end too well for the Constable.
No. He took an ass kicking.
I think he had Finn hit him with a sling blade, then drop kicked him into the turnbuckle.
Yep.
And then Sam's favourite.
Oh God.
The coup de grace.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that when he's normal Finn Balor, but give him a different finisher for the Demon.
And that was it. Constable Corbin out of there.
Oh God.
Finn Balor picks up the victory.
Christ, all that face paint he put on for a 1.5-minute match. The time it took for him to get the face paint on lasted longer than the whole match.
Seeing how long it takes, possibly, arguably, longer than the event.
Oh God.
There's some intricate work right there with all that face paint and everything. Oh, I'm talking of face paint.
Uh-oh.
Are we ready for our next match? United States title on the line. Evil Shinsuke Nax.
Oh my God.
Defending against Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
And we were discussing this before. It's been a while since we've seen a good low blow.
He went
from
for one.
Shinsuke Nax. He did.
He didn't get it, but he went for it. Jeff was like, no.
And this was pointed out whilst we was watching the match as well. Why does Nakamura take the twist of fate like it's a stunner?
I don't know. It's a bit strange. He doesn't fall flat, does he? He just sort of...
Admittedly, he takes it better than Vince would take it.
Well, not difficult.
Yeah, no. And the only problem I had with this match was you always had in the back of your mind, right, where's bloody Orton going to turn up and do something stupid? But no, we did get a clean finish in this match.
Yeah, surprisingly. Heels can win clean? I don't believe it.
Forbid. Corey Graves was marking out for this. We had a Kinshasa.
Oh.
That was it for Jeffrey.
Oh, poor Jeffrey Nero.
And still, United States champion, Evil Shinsuke Nax.
And for no reason whatsoever, I'm still trying to work out what the point of this was. Randy Orton came out, was about to go in the ring.
And then just went, nah, you're not getting it.
And then walked off.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, great.
Cheers for that, Randy.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for letting us know you're in the building.
Yeah. Oh boy. Then our next match, the semi-final of the night. Alexa Bliss putting her Raw Women's title on the line against Ronda Rousey.
Jesus. 4 minutes. They only gave it 4 minutes.
So then, we did get a little surprise before.
Yeah.
Before the competitors came out. We had Natalya come out to ringside. And she was sporting Daddy's ring jacket from SummerSlam in 1990.
Yeah, from when the Hart Foundation won the tag titles.
Yes. A bit of homage there. So yeah, and the only thing I found weird though was you then had Alexa Bliss and Ronda Rousey come out and Ronda basically ignored Natalya completely.
There was no mention of Natalya at all. after that.
You know, I thought they were BFFs. And then for no reason whatsoever, we were then informed the Bellas were ringside.
Yeah, great.
And it's like, right, so what affiliation do they actually have to this match?
Zero.
Whatsoever.
Nothing. Nada.
Yeah. So with that, after the usual heel shenanigans of Ronda being a bit eager to get her holds on Alexa, and Alexa going over her, going, no, get her back away from me, get away. And then in the end, Ronda sat down in the middle of the ring, crossed legs, just waiting for her. She's like, come on, get in the ring, let's get this over and done with. And then Alexa then got in the ring, attempted to go for a sleep hold. Ronda just sat up, grabbed her arm, moved it around from her, and proceeded to give her an ass kicking.
Yeah, she did that twisted Samoan drop.
Twice. I think.
Yeah.
And then she went to put her in like a standing armbar sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then it looked like Alexa Bliss had done a double jointed popping her elbow out. He was like, oh god, is this where she's going to play the injury? But no. Ronda then just turned around and said, you ready for this? And then she just grabbed her and put her in the armbar, and within about 5 seconds, Alexa tapped.
Christ, it wasn't even that long. It was like almost immediately put it on her and she tapped.
Yeah, so new Raw Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey. And then after a little bit of celebrating, Natalya then got into the ring and hugged her.
And then the Bellas got in the ring and hugged her.
Yeah, and then they were like all holding their arms up and that. And the one bit I did like, she then got out of the ring, leapt over the barrier, and went and celebrated with her husband.
There you go, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, watch out the Raw Women's division.
Oh god.
It's got rowdy in it.
But Andrew pointed this out last night. Who is going to beat her for it?
Yeah. Alicia.
Oh, no. No. No.
The problem is you have sort of already buried Nia on her. One problem. You'd probably say she's considered one of the biggest challenges for her. But, yeah, we'll wait and see.
Right, on to the main event. The match. 3 years in the making.
Oh, don't start that. We've had too many matches in the last year between these two, let alone the rest. Time for Brock versus Roman.
Again.
So then, of course, we were waiting for it. Jojo introduced Roman. It's like, right, get out of here, Jojo. Give the mic to Paul Heyman. And then Paul done his usual thing, but then put a massive emphasis on defending,
Oh my god.
defending heavyweight champion Brock Lesnar.
And we should also point out, damn it, Kevin Dunn, get out of that production truck.
Oh my god.
That big dog.
We had a horrifying big dog
It was terrifying.
hanging above the entrance ramp.
It was like something that you'd see out of Doom.
And then it was even worse when he got into the ring and they were looking at the ring from the ramp.
It was still
you
there.
had a side picture of the bloody dog.
Oh, man.
Oh, dear Lord.
Right, at one point, it looked like Roman was looking at it. It was like he could see it.
We were sort of joking about this, saying like, is there going to be a yard?
A fictional yard.
But no. And then, much to our shock, just before the match was about to start, Braun then come out.
Yeah.
And we thought, oh my god, he's going to cash in now, is he?
Turn it into a triple threat.
Yeah. And then with that, Braun turned around and said, right, I'm not gonna wait to sneak out here and get a win when you're all beat down. I'm telling you right now, after this match is over and done with, I'm cashing my money in the bank and I'm beating whoever wins.
Yeah, it gave the match like an added feel to it.
Yeah. So then Braun just stood there at ringside with his money in the briefcase in hand. Oh. And then straight from the get-go, Roman hit 3 Superman punches,
Yep.
3 spears. And then I think, did he attempt a pinfall?
He did attempt a pinfall. It didn't work. Kicked
Brock
out of
kicked
it.
out. Yeah,
Oh no, he didn't. He went for the pinfall, and then Brock put him in that guillotine,
he did, yes.
immediately rendering all of Roman's moves irrelevant.
Yeah.
It was like, wow, you just hit me with 6 signature moves in a row. no sell.
Yeah, and then I think, did Roman go for a... Then Roman powered out of it, went to go for a Samoan drop or something, and then Brock put the guillotine back on him again.
Yeah.
Oh, and then here's where things got messy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Things quickly then spilled out to the ringside. And then Brock thought it was about time he took out Braun.
Yeah, he threw Roman into him.
Yeah. Then he F5'd Braun to the outside of the ring.
Oh, man.
And then he grabbed a chair and hit him a lot. Oh, no. Then I think he hit Roman with a move, then chucked him back in the ring. Then Brock went to go back into the ring, and Braun had grabbed his ankle. So then Brock ripped the Money in the Bank briefcase out of Braun's hand, hit him over the back with it about 3 times.
Did that.
And then he launched it up the Titantron.
You're like, jeez.
Breaking part of the wall.
Oh, man.
Oh dear. And then he wasn't done there. He then grabbed a chair and hit Braun again about 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Then Brock got back into the ring. And then Roman hit the spear.
While he was holding the chair.
Yeah, and then it's been noted the chair that, as Brock let go of the chair, it then bounced,
Bounced off.
hit the rope, and then hit him on the head.
You're like, oh, God.
And then Roman picked up the victory.
Yeah, shocking.
So the big dog is now the crowned Universal Champion.
I called this. I said this on the prediction thing. That Roman would win.
Yeah. So, then as we know, we were then waiting around. All right.
Okay.
But, Braun's cashing in now. And unfortunately, they even done a long shot from the crowd. And you could see Braun by the ramp.
He was still sitting on the ramp.
Yeah. And then with that, it then took a close-up of Braun. Cheers, everybody, for being here tonight.
Bye-bye.
See you on Raw. And it was like, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm guessing we're not having the cash in then.
Tomorrow night, after Brock goes on his mini rampage.
Takes out a load of people and gets fired.
Yeah. Kurt Angle firing.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was how we ended SummerSlam.
Not a bad pay-per-view overall.
No, not as good as TakeOver, but not a bad effort at all. We were very briefly talking about this before we all went to bed. Probably safely say this has been the best event this year from the main roster side of things. Anyway.
Easily.
Yeah. Fairly decent outing for the main roster.
I mean, the squash matches had purpose.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it was a little bit disappointing with Braun and KO, but then the whole point has been Braun's been destroying Kevin Owens the whole time. So, would it have really made sense for Kevin Owens to have gone over Braun?
No.
And obviously, inevitably, we've all seen the leaked Hell in a Cell poster.
Yeah.
AJ Joe is all circulating towards a Hell in a Cell match at Hell in a Cell.
I was okay with that finish.
Yeah.
Normally the DQ finishes piss me off, but that one made sense.
Obviously the Bludgeon Idiots, obviously they're not ready to have them drop the titles just yet.
No, overall a decent watch.
Yeah. We've seen a lot worse.
Oh yeah. It's miles better than SummerSlam last year.
Horrendous event that was last year. So yeah. Overall, pretty decent.
Good show. Right, that's going to wrap things up for this edition. From your host, the master of the brain damage,
Martin,
and the one and only Sam H. We will see you again for the next one.
The Universal Titles with the big dog in the yard.